Was again a short week. We only had class on Thursday, so there's a lot to cram in. At the beginning of class, we revisited video analysis. After that, we did a short but to the point trig review. After the trig review, Dave showed us how to convert the word problems we had previously done to numerical and graphical models using Excel. We finished up by doing a mini lab to demonstrate stretch with relation to Project 2, and using Excel again to analyze our data. Class ended with a mini quiz on graph questions. What I did this week was pretty much what we did in class. We worked on converting common algebraic functions into physics forms. These were for a line and parabolic shape. We also revisited a little bit of trig ratios using SOHCAHTOA to find angles and side lengths. After we did that, we used the ratios to find the sides and angles in problems that David made up. After that, we used Excel to make numerical and graphical models of data from previous problems. The lab we did was okay, but Dave realized the data we obtained wasn't real good because of the materials we used, but it did help to show the idea. What I learned this week is that we will use trig to analyze our projects and other items David also taught for more formulas with Excel to use for our projects and other physics problems. I also learned that stretch is a linear function. This makes sense since the formula is f equals negative kx, where k is a constant. It didn't work on our lab due to the mass of the weights we're using and the weakness of the elastic string. What I still need is more practice using the trig ratios to find angles and sides. I know how to do this with the drawings and such, but applying these to a graph wasn't working for me in class. My numbers weren't coming out correctly, and it was driving me nuts. I also need to figure out the max stretch for our launcher so we can accurately do all of our computations for Project 2. This was another short week, but we got a lot of good info for Project 2. This week is the first run of Project 2. I hope our machine works the way we expect. Dan really redeemed himself by taking it upon himself to build the launcher. This should be a fun project. The only thing I'm wondering about is how will you see the balloons in the dark and where we'll be launching them, since there's usually a soccer game on the field during our class.